every now and then I think, you know, what difference will it make in a billion years, right? Because in the universe, a billion years is just an eye flick, right? I mean, we've had almost 14 billion years so far, and we're only a fraction of the way through what we think is the normal life history of the universe. And we know it's going to keep expanding at least for 150 billion years. And so, you know, the sun becomes a star and it dies away, right? And that takes 10 billion years, right? That's 7% of the you know, it changes your perspective, right? Just to think that the time it takes light to get from Andromeda to here was the time from which started out the time when humans started to evolve, right? And so when you start thinking about the light that came from far away, it gives you a different perspective on the history of it. And so how does it change my everyday life? It changed my perspective. On the other hand, I still like to get a good hot chocolate. You know?
I think I have similar reactions to George's. When I look at things, physical things in the world, I know their history. I know where the hydrogen and helium came from, and there was not much of that around here. But the carbon and oxygen and nitrogen that we made out of, you know, came from stars that exploded. And so when I see nice woodwork or something, I think to myself, and those carbon atoms were someplace else in a giant cosmic explosion of a star not so long ago. And it also reminds me that our own star is going to burn out itself in another 2 billion or so, and we might want to find another place to live. So those are sort of matters of scientific and personal perspective. But principally it says life is long, the universe is long, and we need to take long-term perspectives to manage our lives here on Earth. We're like the gardeners here on the planet, and we have to plan for a long future.
And it's a question, you say, if you understand how things work, does that make it like a rainbow? Or, you know, you have a little bit of oil on the ground and it rains and you get this nice color change. Does understanding how it works take away from the beauty or enhance it? And generally, I think it enhances it. And knowing that a tree, which looks like this wonderful, mysterious thing, hasn't been there forever, that it came, you know, the planet has been forever, that doesn't take away from the fact that when you walk through the forest, it's an incredible experience. That hiking is just, you feel at home, right?
Yeah. And I also feel that what we're looking at is completely mysterious. Even though we have the stories of science about how this all happens, the individual expression of everything is not explainable. You know, the fact that we look the way that we do, well, it's more or less accidental. The fact that particular chance encounters have led to our particular lives and the discoveries that we've made, none of that's really explainable. So life is just as mysterious now as it ever would have been.